Hello everyone! A lot has happened since the last video, and today I would like to show you some cool things that are in the version 0.1 release. The big highlight in my opinion is leaf and branch decay, which makes it really nice to cut down trees and prevents us from having these ugly floating leaves everywhere. Together with it comes a more streamlined callback system, including random ticks and some callbacks for block damage. You can now die when you swim in lava or touch a cactus. In the future we will also see more features like this, but that will have to wait until the next release. The other notable gameplay change involves the Chisel, which used to be a separate item but can now be crafted procedurally as well. Though there is a bit of a funny side effect with how the Chisel got removed. For removing items and blocks we have a migration system that allows multiple IDs to point to the same data. So for the Chisel I decided to migrate it to a regular iron ingot, since that was used when crafting it. However, this is done without iterating and remapping all inventories in the entire world, which would be rather slow. So for worlds created in version 0, there are now 2 unstickable types of iron ingots. But both of them can be used in tool crafting without an issue. All in all, I thought this behavior would be reasonable, until I discovered that recipes also treat them differently, which is a rather annoying problem. For now, it's kind of a fun quirk, but I think I'll reconsider the migration strategy for items in the future. But back to the present. Our artists, mainly Carrie, were also quite busy for this update, and we got over 10 new biomes and many new blocks. Among my personal favorites are the lantern blocks and the new flowers. One of the new biomes, the blueberry woods, really shows how nice they fit into the world. As for the biomes, we got some thematic winter biomes, the snowy tundra with ice lakes, the winter wonderland biome with candy cane and some nice snow snails and slugs, and we also have the bog biome, which is a colder swamp variant. On the hot side of the spectrum we got some improvements to savanna biomes, including new tree models for the baobab trees. And some new deserty biomes, including the oasis and palm beaches. As a whole, all beaches were improved a bit and now contain amber ore. As for the underground, we got some new small mushroom caves near the surface and a new basalt biome with some nice lava spouts. That's not all, but I don't want to spoil all the fun of finding some of the rarer biomes. Beyond biomes we also got some improved textures and many user interface improvements. Most notably is the night brightness slider. Nights being too dark was by far the biggest complaint, well, after missing sounds and animations, but that's a different topic. So I decided to make the base value brighter, as well as adding a slider for it. Caves are not affected by this though, they will remain fully dark. There's also a slider for block contrast, which is another accessibility option that people were missing. Now, we also spent some time working on the engine, which may not be immediately obvious when playing on your own, but is essential nonetheless. I particularly spent a lot of time rethinking the server side and the synchronization system. Apart from that, we also now support a headless server, which can be enabled through the launch config file that comes with the game. This allows running a server on a computer without a graphics card and generally should reduce resource usage. And of course, as usual, there were many bug fixes. To see a full list of changes, please look at the changelog on the release page. Now, with the release covered, I would like to also highlight some efforts of the community and talk about the future of the project. This past year has been a turning point for Cubyz. What used to be a small hobby project that I work on mostly by myself is now a large project with multiple regular contributors and a big community. Beyond that, we now have the first continuously running server, Ashframe hosted by iNico. It has been running straight for the past month with only minor downtime. I think at peak they managed to have over 20 people at once in the server. I'll leave you a link to their Discord server in the description if you would like to join. Cubyz now also has a wiki, which includes a guide for creating add-ons, a subreddit, and an official community-run YouTube channel where you will see patch notes and other small videos. All of these sites are maintained by small volunteer groups. Furthermore, we have a volunteer group to help categorize pull requests on GitHub. This has helped me a lot in discovering which PRs are ready for review and prioritizing them. Without the team, I would not have been able to review and merge the 139 PRs that made it into this release. And note that I'm doing all of this while I also have a full-time software development job. And the current development speed is probably not something I can sustain long term. You'd think that getting almost 200,000 views on YouTube would be enough to sustain yourself, but the reality is quite different, especially with my video frequency. So instead, I decided to start a Patreon account. Thank you to everyone who joined me there already. So far, I seem to be getting around 80 euros a month worth of donations, about enough to pay my electricity and internet bills, but still far away from the roughly 2000 euros per month I'd need to actually live for. So, if you've enjoyed playing Cubyz so far, then please, if you can afford it, join me on Patreon so I can keep Cubyz a free and open source game without ads or other annoyances. Thank you for watching and goodbye.